everybody. Happy Monday to you. Welcome to Ozarks Live.
Hope you had a nice weekend.
Yeah, did you have a nice weekend?
It would be what you would call semi-nice. I went out to play golf.
Semi-nice.
Well, this
okay.
is why. I went out to play golf, which is nice. I played terribly, which was not so nice.
Not so nice.
But then I did the...
At least you got to play golf. Any day
yes.
on the golf course is a good day,
That's why it's nice. The
Okay.
nice kind of winds out there. And then I did the obligatory weekend yard work and stuff like that. And we hauled a 16-foot trailer of yard waste to the recycle center.
Wow.
Yeah, so...
I don't know how you have any yard left after all the yard work you've done over the last several weeks.
Well, when you have
cleared out
things
a
like
lot.
vines and
Yeah.
stuff, you've got a lot in
Yeah.
a little area. But no, I mean, we cut down a few trees that, weren't really needed.
Yeah.
They weren't providing anything, and they're the weedy kind of trees. They're not. I didn't cut down any oak or not.
It feels good to get rid of all of that, clutter and stuff.
I
Now
can see things
You
now.
can see things. You can see the grass. Our oldest daughter is back in school at University of Arkansas, so we got her fully moved in over the weekend. And our youngest daughter is starting her senior year at Hillcrest, so it's a big year. It's going to be a really big
No
year. But
kidding.
yeah, so I always enjoy spending time in Northwest Arkansas, so that's what we did. We went down there this weekend and spent a couple of days, and it was great fun.
I have a feeling with all the things that go on in a senior year and, your other daughters in Arkansas, you're going to meet yourself coming and going sometimes.
Yeah, I'll be burning up that highway. I sure wish they'd hurry up and get that construction done. I don't know the last time you drove down through there, the Bentonville Rogers.
I know exactly the
that
area
corridor.
that you're talking about.
Yeah, they're working on it.
The still?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it's
What, they have,
getting
like,
better.
just two guys doing it or something?
It's getting better, and it's a
Okay.
big project. It's a huge project, but it is a lot of work, and it's tricky to maneuver around it. At about the time our youngest has graduated, it'll all be finished.
But that was, no matter what traffic was like, it all of a sudden went boom right there and stopped you for a half hour.
Yeah, yeah.
At the least.
Yeah. So anyway, it's progress, and we're getting there.
Good.
So that's good. Yeah.
That's great. All right. We have a great show for you guys today to start off the week. We have the author of Chapter 11, Facing It, I Did Too, here with us today to talk about the inspiration behind the book.
Yeah, quite an inspiration for sure. Plus, we will be showing you what local film is on our watch list for you. I talked to the director today. We're going to show you a trailer. It's good stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
And not to mention a musical performance from Jacob Hughes.
Yep, and much more than that. But before we get to it, we're going to show you, of course, what is on our radar today. All right, I never like to start on a down note, but I have some not so good news, all right? I don't think it's particularly good news. Now, you might, Tom. You may be delighted at
We'll
this.
see.
Well, because I know how much you love pumpkin spice season. Cue the eye roll, right? Okay.
No, I shut my eyes on that. It's the bane of my existence.
Well, see, I told you. All right, well, pumpkin spice season, like it or don't, is this close. All right, there is a new product set to debut that might just ruin it for me entirely.
Oh.
Okay? Pumpkin spice hard seltzer. No, thank you, I'm hearing in my ear from the control room. No. Yeah, hard seltzers, or as I call it, the liquored up waters. They're quite refreshing, actually. They're tasty, but I should really wait to pass judgment on this thing until I try it. But a company called Vive says it will release the light, crisp, and refreshing pumpkin spice hard seltzer in September. It's got a 5% ABV, 100 calories per can. And according to Pop Sugar, only available at Kroger stores in Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee.
Great.
Darn it!
Not going there.
Road trip.
Just in case I bump into one of them. How does... I get the idea, hard seltzer, but pumpkin spice? How does that go to be hard seltzer?
Well, again, it wasn't my idea, and there are some people who will buy pumpkin spice anything.
We would have
Chapstick.
words if it was your idea.
Well, here's the thing. I texted Kim Lorenzen at Macadoodles, and I said, look at this. And she was like, kind of glad it's not in Missouri.
Oh, thank you,
So,
Kim.
yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, so there you
I
go.
knew she was a wise person.
Nothing goes better than that turkey dinner than a nice, big, bubbly, refreshing glass of pumpkin spice hard seltzer.
Yuck.
No.
All right.
Might be good.
Get
Might
off
not
the
be.
pumpkin spice thing here
I'm
for a little
off,
bit.
I'm
This
off.
is a great story of a town coming together to save a local landmark.
Okay.
All right. A stalk of corn sprouted in a sidewalk crack in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It was named the 57th Street Corn when folks realized it was a stalk of corn growing in the middle of town. It not only became a local sensation, but also took on a viral star status as well. Then, tragedy struck. The poor little plant was found uprooted in the middle of the sidewalk.
Who did that?
I don't know. Going into mourning, residents rapidly created a shrine to the fallen greenery, complete with an RIP corn sign. But the saga does not end there. Oh no. A Facebook post declared a local corn-loving crew was quickly dispatched to the scene of the crime and efforts to save the patient began. This crew was none other than Chad Tyson and his children. They picked up the corn stalk and replanted it in a bucket they bought at a local hardware store. Cornelia, which is the stalk's new name.
Cornelia.
Yeah, Cornelia.
Nice.
Yeah. Is on its way to recovery with a plan to relocate her to a safer location, such as a city park or government building. How about that?
I think they should keep Cornelia where she is and sort of relocate the sidewalk around her. Like, just let's pay for a little bit of concrete to go whoop, like that, and she can stay here because she's kind of a sign of perseverance, a sign of,
It's too late for that
survivor.
now.
No, it's
It'd be
never
tough to replant her in the sidewalk crack because she's grown a little bit. But there should be parades and all every year.
Life will find a way.
I think so.
I think that's a neat story. All right, I've got something to show you that I ran across over the weekend. All right, have you seen the video of the upside-down bats?
Yes.
You've seen it. If you haven't seen it, you have to see this. All right, roll the videotape. Somebody shot video of these bats hanging upside down, but then they flipped the video over and they put music to it, and it's like a little goth nightclub. Just watch and enjoy and wonder what it would be like to have a cocktail and be dancing in the middle of these dear friends. Look at them. This is really weird.
It's just spooky.
Look at this right here.
That's what goes on, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And this one is looking right at the camera. And that
Is
one's
that-
big smile.
Not just a little freakier than you're ready for when you really realize what you're looking at. This is another reason I don't need bats in my world.
That's just, I mean, it's creepy
Told
is the
ya.
word.
It's great, though, isn't it?
Well, it is.
It's really
and
interesting,
we do need
but-
bats in our world,
No.
or we'd be overrun with bugs.
Well, we still got lots of bugs. I'm not sure they're getting the job done. But
Yeah, probably more bugs than bats. that's
whoever
why.
picked the music did a masterful job putting that together. I mean, it's just funny, but it's just like, bats are just weird.
Well,
I just had to show you that.
As
What?
David Letterman once said, them bats is smart, they use radar.
Okay, well,
That's right.
I don't know if they do or not, but it's weird, and I had to show you. So there you go. What you got?
Oh, those bats may be the only ones going to a nightclub as we know it. Anyway, we're doing things differently all over the world because of the pandemic. And because of it, an old Italian tradition is making a comeback. Ever hear of a wine window?
I knew you were going to mention this. You were talking about that last Friday.
I was. After the plague swept through Florence in 1634, bar owners wanted to keep customers, but keep them at a distance. Many opened tiny windows that allowed them to pass wine to customers and avoid direct contact. Well, there's a concept. There's actually a Wine Windows Association that keeps track of the original openings, and they say about 150 still remain. And people are starting to use them again. And they're not just for wine. Shopkeepers are passing coffee, ice cream, pizza slices, all sorts of items through these simple slots.
Maybe a little gelato right there.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So
baked bread, whatever it is.
Well, you walk through those streets and in a place like Florence, and you probably walk right past those and not realize
Yeah, you don't even think.
that back in the day, that's how they made their
I
transactions
might
through
have thought
that.
it was like
And
a mailbox or something.
yeah.
Pretty cool.
Just don't be handing me any pumpkin spice seltzer out there. No.
All right, coming up, Janet Chahaki joins us to talk all about Chapter 11, Facing It, I Did Too.
Yep, you don't want to miss it, so don't go away. Ozarks Live is just getting started. Be right back.